Madness.
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 Podcast has now joined the Madness Comic Network.
And welcome to another episode of Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. You heard right. We are now with the Madness Network. And today I have with me Zombie 13. How's it going?
I'm tired.
I can tell.
I'm going to try to be chipper.
Well, you know, we got stuff to do. We got stuff to talk about. It's all good. I mean, you know, I just gotta...
So I had most of the week off, except for today. I had to go back to work today.
Oh,
and
really?
My alarm went off this morning, and I'm like, why is my alarm going off? What's going on? Oh, yeah, work. Oh.
Yeah, I feel that pain. We had a really long day yesterday, and so we didn't get back till late, and then we set off fireworks, and it was fun, but we were both in bed by I think 9 or 10 o'clock. It was just like, we're ready to call it a day. We would sleep. But then, of course, we woke up early. We didn't get to sleep in. And so, which was, I suppose it was good because that's when I watched Kong, the Godzilla Kong movie. So I watched that this morning. But
so I spent most of my day yesterday cooking.
Yeah.
From the time I got up, I had a 2-hour break where I watched Godzilla Kong New Empire, and then I went back to cooking again. I don't think I stopped cooking. I didn't stop cooking until somewhere around 8.
Oh, yeah?
Yesterday. So after that, I'm like, okay, I'm not getting back up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the kids wanted waffles, so we make homemade waffles. Because the store-bought ones just are nasty nowadays. But so spent a couple hours doing that because we make 2 different types. The kids like the chocolate chip ones, and my wife wanted to try blueberry, so that was my first time doing the blueberry ones. By that time, it was lunch, so I ended up preparing lunch, which we had mostly leftovers, so that wasn't that difficult to do. And then, of course, I cooked an actual good dinner, and then I made brownies afterwards.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a busy day.
All scratch. I'm a cooker. I cook.
Nice. Hey, Jessica, how's it going?
Hey, Jess. Did not have to do any fireworks because plenty of people around us in the neighborhood were doing them. So
yeah.
Although I don't understand this, so I don't know if it's like this where you are. You're more north than I am. Down here in the South, in Louisiana, for whatever reason, people on the 4th of July save their big grand finale for midnight. And I don't understand why. I don't know. Could somebody out there maybe explain it to me? Like, it's not New Year's, so why wait till midnight? Technically, you're waiting until July 5th.
Right.
To set off the longest, loudest fireworks that you have.
I have no idea. That's not how we do it.
I'm going to do some fireworks next year, 2025. I'm going to go buy the biggest, the loudest, the longest fireworks that I can find. And at the stroke of midnight on July 4th, I am going outside and lighting that bastard. I'm talking about waiting outside July 3rd at the stroke of midnight at the 4th, lighting that bastard.
Yep. I mean, it makes more sense to do that.
Technically, they're waiting until the 5th, which
Right.
You're not supposed to do anyway. Not getting into the legalities of it here a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just how it is down here for whatever reason. Like New Year's, I get it. Yay, it's a new year. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever. Not July 4th. Come on.
Yeah. I think most of the fireworks places around here are normally, they start at like 9 or 10 maybe, and then
Yeah.
they go and then it goes off around 11.
I mean, you want it to be nice and dark. I get it, but midnight.
I don't see midnight. It doesn't count then. I would just walk up and be like, "Your fireworks are a farce." Anyway, so yeah, I'm
What's in the
I'm
box?
a little. Yeah, let's talk about that. I'll talk about one thing. I told you last week how my Chilla was broken or busted. It had that really loose knee. Well, today I go to get ready to put it back in its box that they want me to return it in, and the leg just popped right off. It just came right off. I just leaned over and picked it up, and boom, it just came off in my hand. I'm like, well, yeah, see, that was what I was afraid of.
Actually hanging by a thread.
Yeah, it legitimately was. And
well, I mean, it's good. You said you were working on a refund or exchange, so that's a step in the right direction.
Yep.
You got that from Big Bad Toy Store, so
so I went through them.
They're going to take care of you then.
Yeah,
because if not, either way, we're going to talk about them.
Yeah. Yeah, and definitely would be running up the chain to Brian, being like, "Listen, you ruined my Lunatics." I'm still annoyed.
Ball's in your court, Big Bad. So, did you get anything new? Open anything new that you've had? Kind of just the bitter sweetness of Luna.
Yeah, that was just I don't know, heartbreak.
I can tell you have that look about you.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just trying to, I don't know. You have this woeful expression.
Yeah. It's just a bummer because, I mean, I really like Deloro. And for the most part, like, as I'm looking at Chitara, like the paint apps, the crescent moon and all her little horns and stuff, everything is like just spot on, but her leg, so it's kind of a bummer. I'm really hoping that I get another one that is of good quality like this, just needs a better knee.
Right.
And I know you commented on my post about that. Nice upskirt shot. Someone
I follow it like I see it.
Yeah, someone else noticed that. I was just trying to show like how weak the knee was. That's all I was trying to show. I was not doing anything bad.
It's a party, Luna. Hey.
Right. Hey, Pops. How's it going?
Hey, Pops.
And but anyway, I think it was Unhappy Thundercats official or something like that said they actually reposted it, but this time they put a painted line over the crack or something, I guess, to make it so it's not like it's looking up the skirt. And it's like, that's not what I was going for. I was trying to show that the left knee was messed up.
That makes it even more lewd. Because you're implying something's there that's not. Look, right. She's as smooth as a Barbie doll, okay? There's nothing there. It's not an anatomically correct figure. It really wasn't.
That just really set me off. I was laughing so hard.
I was being a smart ass. I was
Right.
being contentious, okay?
Right. But someone took it to heart and actually said that. They were just like had a line across. I'm just like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? But they also tagged Brian and Big Bad Toy Store and all that, so they're also saying, hey, if they had seen some other
QC
issues with Luna in particular. One of them, the crescent symbol was all screwed up, and that's why I was all happy about mine. But yeah, so there's been several QC issues with that, and so I'm hoping I get a good one when I eventually return this.
Well, hopefully. So, I mean,
yeah.
In your next email to him, go, do you know who I am? No, don't
do you even know who I am. I'm a big deal. I'm kind of a big deal.
That one, not only will the crescent be off center, but her eyes will be down here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and I mean, it worked for. But anyway.
No.
It worked for some people, but.
Okay, if that's all you've got, I'm gonna go into mine.
Yeah, I didn't get anything else, but.
So I got a mystery envelope today, and I'm going, what the crap is this thing?
All right, let's zoom in.
So if you've been watching our back episodes or whatever, we love our Baja Blast here.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica, I know you do too. So it came time to redeem some of my points. I got a notification that, hey, the Baja-versary is about to be over. You got to use your points or they're just going to go away. By the time I got that notice, almost everything was gone anyway. The only thing that was left were these ridiculous things. These are Croc buttons. And
you don't even have a pair of Crocs to wear them.
They only let you get one set. They wouldn't let you get more than one. So I'm going, oh, that's kind of crappy, because I told my kids have Crocs.
Yeah.
Well, my kids, because they like Baja Blast too. I was like, yeah, I'll get y'all some of these. Well, they're going to have to figure out who gets what. I've got 2 kids and 3 buttons. So, I don't know. I got a pair of socks coming at some point, whenever they decide to send them. And that was it. I couldn't tell you how many points I had that just disappeared. They're gone. I didn't get to use them. I waited too late.
Yeah, we'll have to actually get together on the next one and go all in on stuff. I actually bought some specifically for this, and I didn't get to use any of the points either. So,
well, I mean, I got the shirt, so I got the shirt that I wanted, and then of course the Croc buttons, and then socks.
Jessica says, "Oh my gosh, I love them. I would definitely put them on mine."
Well, you should have got a pair. Next thing, and this was kind of a surprise little pickup. Normally, I mean, when I go to the store, and by store, I mean the only thing we have down here is a Walmart.
Yeah.
Don't really find anything. We're usually the last to get anything here in the South. I don't know if there was some type of event thing going on, like one of those weird little store mini convention, whatever things they call them. I don't know. But I found an SH figure art figure that I just had to pick up.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. Specifically, this is from the Raid of Onigashima arc.
Yeah.
That actually they just wrapped up before going into the next arc. But yeah, I couldn't pass him up. I passed him up. If I'm being completely honest, I passed him up. A whole day went by and I kept thinking about it. I'm like, okay, they had 2. If there's one still there, I'll pick them up. Luckily, they still had them. They also had Zoro and Sanji, but these are like $30 a pop, and I ain't made the money. I splurged on Luffy himself. And it's a decent figure. It's standard SH Figure Arts fare. These they have a couple of extra face plates
Yeah.
Hands. He comes with extra hair. You can take his hat off and replace it. So like he's holding it. He's not actually wearing it. The thing that kind of caught me off guard though was his feet. And I'm not going to pull him out because of all the crinkling plastic and everything. I already opened him, tested him out. He's good. Joints are fine. I have the worst luck with SH Figure Arts figures breaking.
Yeah.
I guess I'm too rough with him. I don't know. But his feet. So he's wearing like sandals, like flip-flop type of things.
Mm-hmm.
They're connected to the toes. And he's got that toe crunch articulation. Yeah. So they separate from the bottom of the feet like an actual like flip-flop sandal would do. Which I was
really?
Like, oh, that's so neat.
That is.
So, you know, any other toy line, they would break that bottom of the shoe so that it would stick to the heel and all that. But this one, I don't know. That it was just a stupid little feature that I got tickled about.
That is an awesome thing. I've never seen that. That's awesome.
The only thing he doesn't come with is extra additional parts to put on his arm to showcase his powers that he stretches.
Yeah,
he's made out of rubber. You know, he can, like Mr. Fantastic if you're a Marvel fan. Yeah, that's the only thing that he doesn't come with. I've read somewhere that the ones you can find at Walmart come with less accessories than their first release counterparts did. So this is probably like a second release.
Yeah.
Which is why it's cheaper. It's not like $60-something. It's 30 or whatever. But it comes with less. Yeah. So I don't know. But for whatever reason they had those and a couple of others. They had like the Kaiju number 8 figure, which I almost got instead of that, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Like something's off on this design or whatever.
Right.
It's not big enough or something. I also got in some really cool, like, this is like a Jolly Rancher 3D print.
Yeah.
Head. I don't know. It just looks like a green Jolly Rancher to me.
It really does.
Cool. I got that today. Did some trading. Took some commission work. Let's see the other box here. These are really cool. I got a bunch of goblin heads today too. This is a female goblin.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's really cool. Can't wait to make a body for her. This little guy reminds me of Mac Tonight from McDonald's. He's a goblin. Yeah. You know, the crescent moon headed guy. Yeah. That's what I think when I see this. Yeah. But clearly he's not, you know, he's goblin-y.
Yeah, he is.
You know, that's just, you know, and then there's like a, you know, kind of a standard like a
okay. Yeah.
He's a happy goblin. So I got some of those. This one I'm really excited about. Like this one's right up my alley. This is a skull.
Heck yeah.
He's got a battle helmet. I'm already thinking of a body to create for this guy. Like he's gonna be badass when I do a figure for him. There's this one. I don't know how well it's gonna come through on camera. He's got like this luchador mask on.
Oh yeah, I don't see.
It's got flames up the sides and stuff.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, it's not coming through very well, but that's really cool.
You can see like up his cheek, he's got like that line where the mask goes over the eyes and stuff.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, across the chin, that's like a chin strap or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'll come up with something crazy for him. And this guy, like, I don't know, some shaman type of.
That is cool.
Gabo.
He looks like he needs to be a jester type or a major domo type character to Noglin, King Noglin.
Oh, okay, yeah. For Mythic Legions, for those that don't. So I got some armor pieces here, box of armor, cosmic armor that I'm gonna really put to good use.
Mm-hmm.
Special request went out to that one, so this is personal. I'm really looking forward to the custom that I make for that one, and I know you're gonna love it, Dustin. The other stuff that I want to talk about is from Omega Level Comics again. Same as last week. Last month they did a special sale that was site-wide where you got 20% off of whatever it was that you order. This month, however, specifically for Cosmic Legions, they're still running 20% off for Cosmic Legions. So if you like some of what you're about to see, you can go there and buy it for cheaper than retail price right now.
Right.
But as an added bonus, yep, there's the site, omegaleveltoys.bigcartel.com. As an added bonus, you can also get free shipping, not just for Cosmic Legions, but anything you get from the site, anything you order from the site. At checkout, use promo code FREESHIP2024. So you get 20% off Cosmic Legions only, but free shipping site-wide. And some of the cosmics that you can find there, this dude is badass. Just from head to toe. This is Novian Lean. I don't have his box with his accessories or whatever, but he comes with a ton of extra armor, extra guns, extra hands. He comes with an extra head. This one, he's got like this screaming kind of thing going on. He's cool. He's one of my favorite Cosmic Legion figures.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another one of my favorite Cosmic Legions. So her name escapes me at the moment, but I do have her box. Let me grab her box real quick. Vorga.
Yeah, that's her name.
And she's got a little ink there for her arm.
Yeah.
She's got the guns out while she's holding the gun, the big guns.
Yeah.
This big friggin' rail gun with the bullet belt thing. I don't know. She's just badass. I love
Absolutely.
This. Ever since they showed this figure, I'm like, I gotta have her.
Yeah.
I gotta have her. She comes with some extra accessories too. This isn't all that she comes with. She comes with an alternate head. So she's got like almost gas mask kind of thing.
Yeah.
A couple extra hands. These two pieces here, those go over her shoulders if you want to have her like armored up a little bit more.
Yeah.
They do fit on. There's sockets just behind where the shoulder blade would be. The peg pops right in. The only thing about that though is while they look really cool on her, they cover up her tattoo.
Yeah.
So that's why
I have mine on, but it's one of those things I was really torn about because I really like that tattoo.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's sharp. It's nice looking. I know it doesn't look sharp here on camera, but trust me, it's really, really good. It's really cool. So she comes with those accessories. She is a Wave 1 figure. Mm-hmm. So Omega Level Toys, they have Wave 1 and Wave 2 of Cosmic. Wave 3 is on the way. They don't have those in stock just yet, but they will have them. So Novian Lean is a Wave 2 figure. Still in stock. Both of these in stock. I have one more I want to show. I don't have him out of the box, but Oleg Thygar is kind of... They've hinted that he's like the hero of like the first story arc or whatever. This is his deluxe figure. So he's going to be a little bit more than, say, Vorga. But he does come with a ton of accessories. And I know it's really hard to see here in the box. But he's got one of those large gun type of deals with him as well. He's got an alternate head. There's... Let's see if I can get a little bit better on the camera. There's like this transparent type of green screen readout. And that plugs into either of the gauntlets on his forearms. There's like a peg hole. Mm-hmm. They're all over these figures, strategically placed where you can put a whole bunch of these accessories that they come with. So a figure like him, there's a place on him to store everything that he comes with except that extra head.
Yeah.
Which no big deal. You're only going to have one head on him at a time, you know? So
right.
It's either unhelmeted or helmeted. But then he
Yeah.
comes with another helmet attachment, which is down here. You can't really see it's in the box. But there's another dome type helmet that fits over. And not only will it fit over just the regular head that he comes with, it also fit over this. So it's almost like a double helmet kind of thing, which also kind of looks really cool. But they also have, I'll show you the back of the box. So here's wave 1. And I think I'm gonna grab her next show. But they also have another version of Oleg Thygar where he's a little more dressed down. You'll see he's kind of like Kragnar here. He's like a lizardy, scaly kind of character.
Yeah.
That's a cool figure too. I've got one of them hanging around here somewhere. I'll have to grab him next show too. Yeah, there's that High Warden Slog again.
Yep.
The space meatball they call him.
Yeah.
Because he's so chunky.
He
Look, let me show you. He is a solid dude. Like
absolutely.
He's not rotocast. He is solid chunk of plastic. You could throw him at somebody. Not that I'm telling you to, but you could throw him at somebody, and you would hurt them.
Probably knock them out, or if not hurt them for sure.
This being hit with this would hurt.
Yeah.
Not only does he look good on the shelf, he's good for home defense.
Right. Yeah. Who needs a gun when you have toys you could throw at him? I wouldn't want to throw my toys, but
you still got a cannonball coming at your head.
Right.
But yeah, so through the month of July, that's the deal. So 20% off all of the Cosmic figures in stock at OmegaLevelToys.BigCartel.com. And don't forget your free promo code at checkout, free ship 2024. Go get some cool toys. Trust me, you're going to love them.
I think I did that right. Yeah.
All right, that's it for me this week. Good night, everybody. No. We got movies to talk about.
Yeah, we do. What I was like? Oh yeah, I was doing this. That's what I was doing. Well, I suppose I can leave this up.
Excuse us while we fly by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
Hey, we never claimed to be professional, right?
Yeah. I just try to get a little bit better with each time we do it, and it never happens. So
maybe we get a little bit worse. I don't know.
Yeah, well, especially what was it? Last week or the week before we went off on the deep tangent, and yeah, that was probably worse.
I mean, we come together at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
We are the Bad Batch of podcasters.
Yep. The Bad Batch of podcasts. Defective but effective.
That's right.
Yep. Oh boy. I was hoping we'd hear from shoot. I forgot. I need to do something real quick.
Oh shoot, what?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Where's that meme I posted earlier? All by myself.
Right, for sure.
I don't know. What's I'm pulling a solo show.
All right. Well, anyway,
no. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, because I don't see you. I'm just looking at my ugly mug.
Oh, sorry. I don't. Good grief. How do I get it back to what we... There we go.
Not that I mind. I mean, no one in
I
the
forgot to take it off.
No one in the comics section is objecting. So.
Right. That's true. That's true. But
okay, here you got the ticker still up there. Take that down too.
Okay, I was gonna leave it up, but
nah. We talked about them. We can move on. So Hey, told you it's a work in
There we go.
progress.
No, come on. I wanted it to go away. There we go.
It's not me this time. All right, which one do you want to hit first? Unfortunately, Derry couldn't be with us tonight.
Yeah.
So you stuck with us two knuckleheads.
Yep.
So we going Independence Day or we going Monsterverse?
Okay, let's do Independence Day.
Okay.
I've seen this twice now.
Same.
What did you think of it?
Oh, I've got quite a bit to say. I did not enjoy this movie as much as I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, that's fair.
This one felt so rushed. Now it's what, a 2-hour movie?
I want to say something like that. Yeah.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 hours. And it felt so rushed. Like they were trying to do so much in this movie. And it just did not work for me. The first one, by comparison, was paced better. There was more story development for the characters. You really felt the plight of, we are screwed.
Yeah.
And we don't know how to fix this. So when the first one came out, let me start there. When the first one came out, I did not want to see this movie.
Really?
I was so disinterested in this movie. I was telling my friends in the neighborhood, I have no interest in this movie whatsoever. And they're going, "Oh my God, but it's got Will Smith in it, and it's got this actor in it, and oh my God, the special effects." And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Because somewhere along the way, I was under the impression that this movie was going to be about this alien species that came to Earth and just wiped us out. Like, we lose. We lost this one. That was the premise that I was given from somewhere. I don't even remember where I saw it. It could have been on a trailer, on TV at the time or whatever.
Well, I know it didn't look good for him.
Like, no, literally, whatever I saw said, this is the battle that we lose. Like,
I do remember
lose.
the promo for that.
So I'm going, oh, why do I want to go and watch that then? Why do I want to go and watch a movie that's basically our extinction story? So the kid that lived across the street from me got tickets somehow. I don't know. He won them or something, maybe. Or I don't know. His parents said, yeah, go see a movie, get out of the house for a couple hours. So he invited me to go. And I'm like, man, you know how I feel about this movie. I do not want to see this movie. And he begged me to go. So I went. We saw it in theaters. So I'm sitting there and I'm preparing myself. Yeah. I'm like, all right, we're going to lose. We're losing. The whole movie, we're losing every step of the way. And then right at the end of the movie, they turn it around.
Yeah.
And I guess because of that expectation of, I'm going to hate this movie, we're going to lose. And then the twist that they win in the end, we left that theater so pumped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the speech alone, that president's speech was alone the most epic thing. Today, we battle for our Independence Day. It's just like, oh, it gives me chills every time I hear it.
Yeah. No, that was a great speech. That's a presidential, address that I could get behind.
No kidding.
But our reaction at the end of that movie, me and my friend, we were supposed to wait at the theater to be picked up by his mom, and she was late. And there was like 2 or 3 blocks away, there was a McDonald's, and we're like so amped up that we just said, screw it, we're going to McDonald's. And we walked all the way there, ranting and raving about how great that movie was.
Yeah.
So for me, that kind of, that holds that first one up,
Yep.
And so many years went by, and then they made this movie, which other than its base storyline, almost had nothing to do with the actual like urgency of that first one. It's like, oh hey, so they're coming back. Like, okay, they're back. Okay. Oh, there's a queen that we have to deal with now. Okay. Okay, well we'll deal with it. You know?
Yeah.
It was just kind of everything just happened as a matter of factly.
Yeah.
How it was presented.
Yeah, I can see that.
The biggest issue that I have is that giant damn mothership. So you're going to tell me you're going to fly around in this planet-sized mothership and just land on a planet, kind of caress it and hug it.
Yeah.
And drill into its core for energy. Meanwhile, the inhabitants of this planet are such a nuisance that not only did they take out your first wave that was supposed to eliminate all life on this planet so you wouldn't have trouble, but
Right.
you're still going to give them time to find a way to beat you again.
Don't underestimate an American.
So, well, it's not just this.
Well,
isn't just an American movie.
It's
It's a global
everyone.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a global movie. So, my biggest issue with that ship, not only would the gravitational field it generates affect our moon and our planet, would throw everything into chaos. Everything more so than what they showed.
Yeah.
But this ship is big enough that it could push us out of our orbit, eliminating us instantly. Pushing us out of our orbit would disrupt the Earth's magnetic field.
Yeah.
Our ozone layer would disappear. We would not be able to breathe. Everyone would just suffocate. There's no fighting back. Just nudge us out of orbit just enough. But no, we're gonna land on it and kind of give you a nice little warm hug while we try to pierce into your core and zap it for the energy that we need. And that's how we're gonna get you.
Well,
no.
maybe it there's a reason for it.
Yeah, it wasn't in the script. That's the reason for it.
Well, maybe. No,
like,
I'm saying like maybe there's a reason for them not to do that. But
that's not how physics works. That's not how things like that would work. Just landing on the planet would be enough to knock us just enough out of our own orbital sphere around the sun that it would cause irreparable damage to our life as we know it on this planet.
Yeah.
But just pushing it even just a little bit more with the ship itself, like that's it. It's game over. Now we're dead. Now you can do whatever the hell you want. No, we're going to fight back because you fucked up. Of course we're going to fight back.
Yeah. Well.
So, yeah, I did not enjoy this movie. I'm picking things out going, no, that's wrong. No, that's not how that works. No.
Well, okay, so I liked it. And Pumira liked it. We had seen it a long time ago when it first came out. And that's where a majority of my dislike was at. It was just like, this isn't the same. It's not going to be the same. It's nowhere near the same. And then I watched it and I'm like, hey, that wasn't too bad. And so then fast forward to now we're watching it again. And this time I was able to sit back and it felt more like Independence Day. It felt like a complete movie, like in my opinion. I was more satisfied with it than I was the first time I watched it. The first time I watched it, I was like, well, that wasn't such a great movie, but but whatever. And this time I was just like, okay, that was a really fun movie. And I think I looked over at Fumara and we're both like, okay, where's the third one? Come on, let's go. Let's get on it.
I know, right? The way it ended, I mean, you would expect. I don't think this movie did too great box office wise.
No, it didn't. And I don't think I did Google it at some point.
So this
Afterwards.
was my second time seeing the movie too, and it didn't make me like it any better.
Yeah, I did. I guess maybe I lowered my standards. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, let me just Google Independence Day 3. Okay. Is Independence Day? This sequel's budget is significantly higher, making its profits even less impressive. Critics and audience were not impressed with Rotten Tomatoes.
Second one.
Yeah. Okay. This poor reception halted plans for Independence Day 3. Yeah. Which
As expected.
It's disappointing to me. Because you gave very valid reasons. Very, very good reasons, all of them. Every single one. But I thought it was okay because that one kid, he was basically, Will Smith's kid.
Right.
And this reached a new level of, the premise of the movie is we've reached a new level of peace and prosperity around Earth because we've implemented the technology and distributed it, and it's now worldwide, and we've upgraded our weapons, we've upgraded our just all around technology. So we even have like floating hovercraft ships, which originally did not float well with me the first time because I thought that was lame. But they also they adapted and survived and they overcame. And I thought that was actually made fun. It was a fun way to progress the story and advance. And you find out that David is the main guy who helped take down the ship the first time. Mm-hmm. And he had his little father who has written a book about how he helped save the world. Mm-hmm. And he's off trying to pawn it off to other people and trying to raise money to get it funded, and trying to get more money for future books or something. I guess I'm not really sure what the clear plan with that was, but regardless,
I think he was trying to make himself more of a celebrity than what he was, which wasn't anything. Like nobody would take him seriously.
Yeah, but I mean, they're like,
he did give David the idea to use a virus to infect their system. So technically, I mean, what he's saying is true. He's just trying to make it more grandiose than what it actually was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was there for it, so.
Yeah. So the thing that I did like about it was the inclusion of the kids that had grown up in this new world from the characters that we saw in the first movie. Like you said, Will Smith's son was there. The president's daughter, we saw her. She was still there. The guy that, and I'm sorry, I don't remember their character names or whatever. The guy that was, the hot shot on the moon, he was the son of the crazy guy Dennis Quaid played. Not Dennis Quaid, Dennis, I'm sorry. the one that was like, the aliens are coming back. They're here. They came back for me. And he flew the jet up into the laser in the first one to bring the ship down that was going to kill them all. That was his son.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. That was his son. That was one of his sons. Because he had like, I don't know, 2 or 3 kids. He had the older son, and then there was a daughter and I think a younger son in the first one.
I do remember that.
So
okay.
That was his older son, I believe. Again, character names, I didn't pay attention. I just kind of, anyway.
Yeah, you were still aggravated from the first part.
Yeah.
But
no, I did enjoy that part of it. I'm like, okay, well, at least they're, these characters have history here.
Yeah.
They've got a reason to fight back.
Yeah.
And they do. They did.
They do. And I mean, and they also introduced this new entity that arrived to warn that it was an entity, like a new alien technology arrived, but it was the last of its kind, and they blew it out of the air and onto the moon, I think is what happened. And then they went and tried to recover that and bring it back. And that's when they discovered, oh, it's a ball inside this thing. Anyway.
So it was a species of alien out there that went through a higher evolution to discard their physical bodies so that they're more energy beings.
Yes.
So it inhabited this sphere that had all of its
knowledge
and basically a map to a safe haven that they were going to pretty much do like a Noah's Ark type of deal and go, hey, we can take a couple of you to preserve your species because you're fucked. You're not getting out of this.
Yeah.
Little did they know.
Yeah, but they also suggested taking the fight to them, and that's where they left the second movie.
By the end of the movie.
Yeah.
By the end of the movie, their song and dance changed. Like, okay, maybe you are not so
worthy.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not as inferior as we thought. You're resourceful. But I don't know.
Out of the thousands of species that you've tried to save, we're the only ones to fight back and win.
Well, I guess maybe that no one's ever, everyone that they've encountered, they probably took away to this other planet out there, so there was no reason to fight back, or I don't know, who knows. But it would have been interesting to see that actually come around and come to fruition, and especially a third one. I would be interested to see the third one. I would definitely watch it. Especially now that Liam Hemsworth is clearly not going to be doing anything since Witcher got canceled. Because sorry, you're not Witcher. You're not Henry Cavill.
Did it officially get canceled?
Yes.
I knew it.
Yeah, it officially got canceled, and they're and that season that he's in is the last season there's gonna be.
Oh, okay. So there is gonna be another season, and that'll be it. That's it.
It hasn't come out yet, I don't think. I haven't watched it, regardless.
I haven't paid attention, so.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do an animated Witcher movie, which I thought was well done. They could always do animated.
Yeah.
Do an animated series or animated movies or whatever it is. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you could do with animation that you can't do live action.
Yep, absolutely.
But I'd be okay with that, an animated Witcher series. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Yeah. I don't know.
So we may never get Independence Day 3. And
Unfortunately, not unless everyone
fine with
rallies
that.
behind us because they do think it's a good movie, and we get the steam picked back up. It could all come from our show. It could all start here.
Just do it animated.
I would definitely be interested in that.
Maybe I wouldn't be so critical of it if it was. I don't know. It's the stories. Come on, do your research on how stuff works.
Well, I don't know.
I know fantasy has to play some part in it and everything, but whenever you're ignoring the laws of physics themselves, that's what takes it out of me. I mean, when the Statue of Liberty crumbles like it's made out of stone, I'm done. I'm out. No, that didn't happen in this movie. I'm referencing another movie that we didn't watch.
Yeah. But anyway, let's move on to the Monsterverse. Sounds like we've had enough of Independence Day Resurgence. I liked it. Hope you like it.
I mean, if that's your thing, go watch it. I'm not saying don't.
I mean, okay. And the president, I'll just say this. The president had another good speech in it. The same president was in it again.
Yeah, okay.
He had another good speach in it. It wasn't as good as the first one, but the first one is like off the charts. Like it's what every person desires America to be and desires that they want a president to say shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't just America. It wasn't about that.
Well, I know this time it wasn't. This time it wasn't.
No, even in the first one, it states,
well, yeah.
It's not just independence for America anymore. Now it's independence for the world.
Right. But it was
other ruling race.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
No, he says that in that speech. Go, not word for word. I'm ad-libbing, but still, he addresses. Today is not just. Today we not only celebrate independence for our country, but for the world or something like that.
Right.
He says.
Yep.
So it's there.
Very much right.
But I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. Not being standoffish.
No, it's all good. Even if you were standoffish, it's all good. I don't take it personally. But anyway, yes. Godzilla, Kong, the New Empire. Okay. First of all, they need to come up with a better title for this movie, because right now it stands as Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. Like, yeah, X. It's now too many syllables, too many words. It's too much. It takes up the entire banner.
It is a mouthful. It's like some weird, like, I don't know. Maybe they came up with during the writer strike or something. I don't know.
I have no idea.
So did you go back and watch all the other movies before this one?
I did not.
Did not. Okay.
I wanted to, but I didn't.
You've seen the other movies.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So at least you know a little bit about the lead up to this.
Yep.
So I liked it. I didn't love it. I mean, there was some kind of things in it. It's like, ooh, there's a few I'm not going to bring up. But it's always funny to me how they, like, these are supposed to be, like God tier monsters, but they can't help but to interject that human element, like, oh, they'd never be able to make it without us, kind of thing. It's like, oh, don't do that. There's nothing you can do to help these big bastards. They're gonna fight. Let them fight.
Yeah. Well, and I just, it's like still the whole like, oh man, we need insurance for your home and all that stuff. It's like additional Godzilla insurance. It's like, dude. Just be thankful I think they didn't spin it correctly. Like they just need to be like, okay, this big dude is fighting this big dude. Just be thankful you survive. You know, like
I would hate to see the insurance claim on the Great Pyramids.
right. Oh yeah. Oh that was
I mean, during that scene, I'm going, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" No, but
they did not hold back.
I liked how they showed. So, like, Godzilla's kind of doing his own thing this whole fucking movie. Like, he's just kicking ass and taking names and,
Yep.
you know, unapologetically just, I'm top dog here, don't forget it, sort of that alpha predator keeping everybody in line sort of thing,
Yeah.
We see that in the first fight that he's in with the big crab monster thing, whatever.
I forget they called it Titan 53 or some weird.
Yeah, it's just
it wasn't an original name. It wasn't like Pixie Danger or something like that.
Yeah, no, it was, whatever. But this movie was really Kong heavy. Like they really focused in on Kong,
which I think it was a good thing.
I mean, I get it. In the previous movie, Kong versus Godzilla, we left them where Godzilla was on the surface of Earth and Kong went to Hollow Earth to try and see if, he had any family left or whatever. That was the whole reason to get him to go. Like, hey, not only do you need to get away from this big lizard, like, you have family down there possibly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where this movie picked up, was exactly
Absolutely.
at that point, just a few years down the road.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like the next day or a few moments later sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it opens up and Kong's running for his life. He's this giant pack of monster wolves is chasing him. So he's in this shit right away.
Yeah.
But it shows his ingenuity. He set traps.
Yeah,
he's
he did.
Good.
Which I really liked. I liked that aspect.
Yeah. I mean, it shows he's not just some big brute. There's intelligence there, as if it wasn't apparent enough where he's doing sign language and stuff.
Right.
So they kept that aspect in. He's not just some, giant mindless brute that some of the Titans seem to be.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Godzilla's taking a cat nap in the Roman Colosseum, curled up like a cat. Oh, what is that about? Yeah, that's the spot you pick to take a nap.
Yeah, that's his new home. That's where he claimed. But then he jumps up and goes and fights this other dude at the beginning, and then goes back and that he fights this other dude and then sucks up all the radiation.
Yeah.
And then goes and curls back up.
So before that, there's this thing that's going on where this signal is going off and Godzilla's picking up on it. So he's like, all right, something's up. Something's about to happen again. I need to power up. So he goes to a nuclear power plant and sucks up the energy from that first. And then he makes a beeline to somewhere in the Arctic where Titan Tiamat is. Yeah. Tiamat's minding their own damn business out in the middle of nowhere, not hurting anybody. And here comes Godzilla charging in. It's like, I need you to vacate. Yeah. Tiamat's like, this is my domain. This is my spot. You leave. So they go at it. And of course, Godzilla wins. So then he goes into Tiamat's lair because it's like I was saying earlier with the Earth's magnetic fields and stuff. It's
they explained a little bit of that.
Yeah, it's a focal point for energy and everything. So he's still trying to absorb as much energy as he can. And I like that they showed, it wasn't, because it's always hinted on in multiple Godzilla movies. Like, he absorbed radiation and nuclear waste and all this kind of stuff, and it evolves him. He can change. So you see that difference between the movies. So his change happens when you're not watching, when the movie doesn't take place. The next movie comes on, he looks a little bit different. He's changed a little bit. This one, they get to show you, hey, no, he's taking a new form actively in this movie. So, and he does. He's more slender. He's more defined in the legs and everything. He's not a big chunky boy no more, which I thought was kind of cool. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can dig it. It kind of harkens back a little more to with his design when he was first made. Because he wasn't always so thick, and it's I mean, they do say thick thighs save lives, but Godzilla, he trimmed up a little bit.
Yeah, well, he did, and I also compare it to Dragon Ball Z, because he's in his blue form, and then he comes back and it's up like a rosé form,
right?
And it's like he leveled up like Goku. It's just like
pretty much that's pretty much the gist of it. Yeah,
right.
But yeah, that showdown again where Kong was like, yeah, I need help after he got his ass kicked by the Scar King. And he's like, yeah, I know who I need to go get. And he went and got Godzilla. You can see he's trying to, he's physically going, I'm not here to fight you.
I'm not here to fight you. He's
like,
just like,
really?
We need to go here.
As far as Godzilla knows, Kong is the threat. He's why he was powering up. So he's just in attack mode. So, but yeah, well,
so then this takes it back to the girl that we see,
right? The
Iwi
girl.
The Iwi tribe. The Iwi tribe. They take her to Middle Earth, not Middle Earth, Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Middle Earth is the wrong movie, but still.
middle Hollow, whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, Pumara said she thought it was a great movie. She liked that the girl that was separated from her family found it again, because that's what this premise was. They go to Hollow Earth, and then they discover the ruins of another tribe of Iwi, and they unveil that, it just so happens that someone from Kong Island, from Skull Island, is going to be the savior in this movie, where she is going to awaken Mothra. And so she goes up, and they also communicate telepathically, or get some sort of sense of what they truly mean. And even though they can't speak a word of English per se, they understand what we're talking about. And they take her and be like, okay, yep, nope, it's time to awaken Mothra. So then Mothra goes up and puts a stop to Godzilla and Kong fighting with her little squee.
So I think they did a really good job of making Mothra look cool. And
she did.
Both movies that they had her in, because I couldn't stand the original from the original movies. I'm sorry. It looked too cute in the older movie to me. It just, I wasn't feeling it. I hated Mothra as a kid. I'm going, this one again. Why? So I will say, so our Iwi girl, when they bring her, they get to the lost tribe thing, and that one tribeswoman keeps looking at her like she's seen her before or whatever.
Yeah.
I totally expected the one coming down from the light was going to be that girl's twin.
Yeah.
Because in the old movies, when Mothra's involved, there's twins. And in in the I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice here for a second. In the first movie that they introduced Mothra in these current MonsterVerse movies or whatever, one of the women there that work at Monarch say she had a twin.
Mm.
I don't recall if that twin had passed away or if she was just somewhere else or whatever. But it was an Asian actress, which kind of fit with those old movies, the older movies. There was always, when Mothra was involved,
Yeah.
you see these two twin. Sometimes they were micro-sized for whatever reason, and sometimes they were our size.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't understand that. And that confused me as a kid. It's been years since I've watched them too. So, but yeah, I fully expected it to be a twin situation, but instead she ended up looking like maybe that was her mother or something.
Yeah, it really did.
They
Definitely.
favored each other a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely did. And I think it was because they looked similar, like very much similar, and I think that was more to create a sense of belonging for her, because I think that's what they were freaking out about. Oh yeah, you're gonna stay here. No. So, but anyway. Yeah.
I like how they handled Scar King.
Yeah.
He was unhinged in a great way.
Yeah.
He definitely was that tyrannical ruler, like, yeah, I'm the boss, and I'm going to remind you of it every miserable second of your existence.
Yep.
I wasn't really feeling, what was the other monster? Shimo?
Yeah,
Shimo. Shimo. Yeah, that one that didn't feel right to me at all.
It looked like a mini Godzilla.
Well, actually, she was bigger. She was bigger than Godzilla physically.
Was she?
Oh yeah, she was longer, and she was more like top heavy. Most of her mass was forward, where
right, because she walked on all fours
backwards. But
okay.
But yeah, physically, like, yeah, she's size wise bigger, and some people want to argue maybe she's more powerful, but I mean, she did try to freeze Godzilla, and he just kind of shook it off, like, bitch, please.
Well, he does have all that nuclear energy that he had stored up, which.
So I don't know. I'm not buying it. I don't think. Yeah. I don't think she's more powerful than he is. But yeah, for her to have that kind of power or whatever, and to allow Scar King to rule her through pain like he did, yeah, that's a little hard for me to believe too. I don't know.
Well, he had that magical
that part didn't sit
thing.
right with me. Yeah, it almost looked like maybe it was part of her that he broke
originally,
off.
Yeah.
And he was using it to like inflict. I mean, you could tell whenever he activated that crystal, like it hurt, like she winced in pain, you know. But no, the Scar King, he was a bastard. I mean, just that, you know, when he first walks up and he takes a look at Kong, and he's just, you know, he comes, you know, he's got that ape walk, and he stands there and he's just like, he looks at him like, oh, I'm like, oh, he's an asshole.
Yeah, and he points to Kong's fake tooth that they had to replace. Yeah. He's just like, oh, yeah,
starts
chump.
Laughing.
And he's just like,
yeah. But I didn't think he was going to be as good a fighter as he was. But man, he was nimble.
Yeah,
he was nimble for sure. I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was a fun movie for that reason.
Oh, I meant to look it up too before we started the show, and I completely forgot until now. It just popped in my head. I liked that little bit of history that was on the walls of the Iwi Temple, where it talked about the great apes and the Scar King was trying to get back to the surface to screw the surface up so he could rule the surface and all that kind of stuff. But the thing that caught me was, like, I was following along with it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can get that, Then you've got that image of Godzilla there, and then they refer to him as the monster who swallowed a star.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm going, now, is that the first time they've ever said that about Godzilla, or are they hearkening back to something that was in one of the old movies? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
A lot of those old movies I only saw when I was a kid. So, and for me, it was all about just get to the monster fights. That's what I want to see. Just have the monsters fighting. I don't care about any of this other stuff.
Hang on.
I never paid attention.
So, Mom, this is my mom saying, what year was this version of Godzilla film? Not sure if it's the same one I saw. This is the brand new one that's on HBO Max right now, that we're talking about. And it actually goes back to Godzilla in 2016, I think it was, right?
So it actually started with Kong Skull Island. So that came out first.
Okay, yeah.
Then,
Kong Skull Island. Then there was a Godzilla.
Or story-wise, chronologically, that's the first one you should start with, is Kong Skull Island. And then you've got the Godzilla, what was it, 2017 you said?
Yeah, 2017,
like
2016.
And then
but anyway, there's a whole series of movies.
Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then Godzilla versus Kong.
Yep.
And then this one, Godzilla
X-Kong.
Kong, the New Empire.
New Empire, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the one with Matthew Broderick that we watched when we were growing up, when I was growing up.
That is a mouthful to have to say.
It really is. But yeah, I mean, we are at 50 viewers, first time ever for the show. That's pretty cool.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks.
If you've got something to say, chime in the comments. If you think we're full of shit, or you want to agree with us, or you want to bring up another point, drop us a comment.
Because I know I'm not fallible. I'm always fallible.
You're just along for the ride.
I guess it's my show, but yeah, sure.
So,
I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
No,
but yeah.
There was something I was going to say. I forgot where I was leading into something. Oh, the monster who swallowed a star. I'm going to look that up. I'm not live, but I'm going to look it up after the show because
I'll do it.
I forgot to look that up, and now it's going to bug me. Is that the first time that they've referenced him in that way? But yeah, no. I like Godzilla movies, good or bad. I liked this movie.
Yeah.
It definitely was not Independence Day 2.
I actually liked Independence Day 2. I know. My mom was also a big fan of Independence Day, the first one. I don't know if she's seen the second one.
Well, when we picked that one, we thought we had a little bit more time to catch it, but it was going to expire in 2 days on Tubi. So
yeah,
I had a feeling that might have been the case because we were at the end of June. And I'm thinking, man, that's the kind of movie that Tubi's not going to have for very long, which would be, I mean, that didn't sit right with me. Like, Independence Day is coming up. I mean, you're not going to have it for July. That was
right.
Weird. I don't know.
Okay, so this says, people ask also, who is the monster? Who is the monster that ate a star? Godzilla? Question mark. The writings refer to Godzilla as the monster who ate a star. Monarch at one time seems to have considered Godzilla suspect in the unsolved 1889 sinking of the USS Maine in Havana, Cuba, which sparked the Spanish-American War. That's all it says there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll do some deep dive on it.
So I see another thing here that says we solved the Gojira that ate a star is Space Godzilla.
So I have a problem with that because the whole thing with Space Godzilla is uh, he came into being after Godzilla defeated Biollante in Godzilla versus Biollante, which Biollante was created using G cells, cells from Godzilla, and this one scientist combined those with the cells of his deceased daughter and like a rose or something for some weird reason. Those old Godzilla movies were always weird, and this monster was born from it. That became Biollante. Uh, Godzilla defeated him, and some of the cells survived, went out into space, and bonded with these crystals that were circling a black hole or something like that. So that those G cells bonded with those crystals and made Space Godzilla. That's why they look so similar, face wise, facial feature. Like they've got these teeth that are just kind of coming out of the cheeks and jaws besides his regular row of teeth, and then even their roars are very similar. So you would think, well, maybe it would mimic Godzilla's a little bit more, but no, Space Godzilla sounds more like Biolante's roar. Anyway, that could be a whole other show.
Yes, I saw Independence Day 2. 1 was better. Yeah,
I agree.
Now, as we've said here, we definitely agree. But I found a new appreciation for this movie in watching it a second time, and I'd be interested to see what you think if you watched it a second time. Actually, give it a chance, because I know it's not going to live up to 1, but nothing can really live up to 1 in my opinion. But anyway, that's besides the point.
But I guess in closing on the Godzilla movie is I was a little disappointed because we didn't get any kind of snippet, any kind of obvious thing at the end where they were going to go next, if they were going to go anywhere next. Which there's still a lot that they could still do. Like throughout throughout the whole MonsterVerse series this is a part of, there's all these little nods back to the source material from the older movies, you know. I don't know. Like I was waiting for something more and I never really got it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
maybe this is the last one. Who knows?
Let's see. So here, MonsterVerse in chronological order: Skull Island, Godzilla Awakening, which was animated, I think, wasn't it?
What is it?
Are you see? Oh wait, hang on. I gotta put it on the screen.
You're breaking up a little bit. You're choppy.
So this is the MonsterVerse in order.
Okay.
Godzilla Awakening, which I believe was animated.
I don't even know what
I don't
that
even know
is.
if I've seen that. I just typed in MonsterVerse series in order. Destroy all monsters. 2 more. Terror of Mechagodzilla.
No. This is something else. That's got old stuff mixed in with it.
Yeah, it does.
That Destroy All Monsters. There was another one that I.
Who made these movies?
Yeah, no, the ones that I'm aware of is
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. Yeah. No, not
this doesn't have that in it, and this.
Yeah.
No, it's
so
just
those that's kind of a list of the recent stuff.
Yeah, this is Godzilla. King of Monsters.
So chronologically,
Island.
it's Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
And you've got Godzilla 2014.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Godzilla King of the Monsters is next.
Yep.
Then Godzilla versus Kong. Nope,
yeah,
go the
here
other
it
way.
is.
And then
Godzilla Kong, and
Godzilla
then
Kong, the New Empire.
The New Empire.
That's the chronological order of story. not necessarily the year that they came out.
Yeah.
Like that's not what I'm saying at all. It's story wise. Dates in the movies themselves will guide you to okay, this is now where the show Monarch fits in with this. Don't ask
Right.
me because it
Yeah,
time skips and jumps and
it
like
does.
that's it's almost like that could be treated as its own separate pocket universe or something. So
Yeah, I thought that too.
I mean,
Okay.
they reference some things that happen from Skull Island, the events of Skull Island, and the events of the first Godzilla movie itself, and then like that's kind of almost it. So I don't know. It's. I have my own problems with that show itself. That I'm not going to go into on this episode.
Right. Well, the next
You're choppy again.
Monsterverse movie. That's because I can't speak.
No. Your audio's cutting out just a little bit. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
What will the next Monsterverse movie? It's the new Empire. I want to see what's coming up next. But
I mean, it may not be planned yet.
Yeah, well, they should get with it because
I'd like a sequel for -1 myself. I'd like to see that story kind of progress because
yeah,
by the end of that, you know, if you're not paying attention on, and forgive me, I don't remember the character's name, the woman that we're led to believe died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's in the hospital.
Mariko or something.
I don't know. So yeah, something like that. But they kind of close in on her neck, and you see there's like this thing. It's just a little spot, and then it starts growing. Like that could kind of lead into, you know, the whole Biolante story type of thing. So whether it's that particular monster or a new one, who knows? But we know Godzilla's not dead by the end of that movie.
For sure. All right. But we've been going an hour 23 and we have 52 viewers. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, let's pick our movies for next week. I know you're not going to be here.
Yeah. I have a side quest I'll be on next Friday, so it won't be me. So I didn't pick anything for that reason. So this is all going to be you. I don't think Derry was able to chime in with anything because I asked him.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I didn't see anything come through.
Yeah, he popped in and read it, but he didn't make any suggestions. So it's all on you, boss man.
All right. Well, I'm really digging the monster movies, but let's see. Don't want to watch Fast and Furious. That's what's popping up right now on Tubi.
Oh. So I did scout for some stuff and I did find some things, but I'm not going to make those suggestions because it's going to be things that I want to talk about when I'm back.
Oh, you know what? How about let's watch. I saw Warcraft is now added to Netflix and it's on Tubi.
Yeah, I did notice that.
I've never seen it. And let's see. Let's do something else. Oh, that's right. You were talking about the seed of Chucky and stuff. I'd be interested in those. All right, let's do this thing. Okay. Duh. I could totally show my screen and you could all be a part of it. But instead, I'm just doing dummy stuff. All right. share. Fugitive is definitely a favorite of mine. Wedding Singer is also mine.
You're
Let's see.
you're still not sharing.
Oh, that's right. Got to do this. I don't know why I keep forgetting that.
There we go.
Okay. Anger management. I haven't seen Hardcore Henry.
So go back a couple. So if you want to stay on the like giant monster kind of theme, go back a little bit more. A little more. Right there, Colossal. That one's kind of in that vein. No, you went too far. Right there,
No,
the woman scratching her head.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that one?
No.
So that giant monster behind her, if I remember right, I think it's like on the opposite side of the planet or whatever. So whatever she does physically, it mimics what she does. So I mean, it could be something as simple as sitting on the couch and drinking a cup of coffee. This monster's hopped a squat somewhere, like in a city or whatever, and it's doing this. It's emulating her motions.
Really?
So I don't remember a whole lot about it, but that's kind of the premise of it. Like she finds out like through the news or whatever, like she's seeing a live thing, like it catches her eye.
No.
And then she figures out, wait a minute, I hold my arm up and that thing holds its arm up, and I jump and it jumps. Like, that's me, it's me, oh my God. And she tries to convince her friends, like, I'm this monster. I don't know what's going on. No.
We'll try to do a trailer. Where's the trailer?
So
it's not going to work. Never mind.
So if you want to stick in kind of the theme of the giant monster or whatever, giant monster movie, that's one.
All right, it's on Tubi as well. Oh, dude, I just closed out of the window. Good grief, baby.
Like we said, it's a work in progress, folks.
Yeah. All right. Let's just do. There was a movie I just saw. I've never seen it before. Oh yeah, Terrifier. That's another one.
I don't think that one's going anywhere.
Yeah.
It was there in June. It's still there in July. I think we've got time for that.
Yeah, for sure. Where the heck? I just saw a movie that I've never seen before. I know. I'm sorry. I've seen Heat, I think. All right, trending now. No. Okay, here we go. Sci-fi fantasy. Where was it?
Come on, Derry. Where are you? We need you.
It had a movie. Oh, Point Break. Isn't Derry into Patrick Swayze? Or no, Kurt Russell. Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was Kurt Russell. Yeah.
Yeah. Solomon Kane. Am I still sharing my screen or no?
No.
Of course not. Okay.
I wonder how many of y'all laughing your ass off at us.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But
These two goofs.
Okay. I'm useless. But anyway, let's just watch. I don't know. I'm no good at picking movies. Normally, this is exactly opposite how it used to work.
I'm sorry. I should. I guess I just should have picked some, even though I wasn't going to be here. So I mean, you kind of did. You kind of okay. So go with what was it? Warcraft.
Yeah.
And then you also mentioned Solomon Kane. There you go. There's your movies.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. Solomon Kane.
Easy peasy. You said you've never seen either one of those.
And Warcraft.
So I have seen those movies. So I will probably do a refresher on them anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll pop in the comments, heckle you from the cheap seats.
Hey, that's fine. That's all fine. Let's do it. Let's do those movies, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yep.
Until
Thanks for
then.
joining.
Yes, thank you all for joining. And if I can get to my thing here, I will play us out.